Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm, of course, your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are now rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We are talking about another blowout victory by the South Carolina women's basketball team over the Ole Miss Rebels today by a score of 85-48. Another blowout win by the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. Follow me on Instagram at Captain Will the OG. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. And, of course, follow your man, Captain Will, on YouTube, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, and also Ballin with Captain Will to get all your SEC knowledge. Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. Let's have some fun. Before we dive deep into this basketball game blowout over Ole Miss, it is that time again. The time where we celebrate our victory. The time where we celebrate another regular season SEC championship. It's shot o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. It is shot o'clock. It's time to turn up. So whatever your drink of choice is on this Sunday afternoon, it don't matter what it is. Today, for my drink of choice is some Tito's. It's an old favorite. And I'm taking part in that today, and we having a great day today after this big old victory. So whatever your drink of choice, it could be some milk, it could be some Captain Morgan's, it could be some sweet tea, it could be some water, whatever it is, it don't matter. It's shot o'clock. South Carolina has won another basketball game, and it is another regular season title for our basketball team. Cheers. Woohoo, yeah. Let's talk about it. Where do we start? Y'all know we're going to start with this right here. Madina. I don't have words. I'm literally wordless when discussing what Madina is doing for our basketball team. This has been a situation where the switch has been turned on and it is turned up. Madina is playing like the best center in college basketball. And ladies and gentlemen, over the past 3-4 basketball games, it ain't been close. It ain't been close. She has turned the corner. And not only she turned the corner, she's hit the turbo button. She is doing terrific. This version of Madina straight up can lead us to a championship. That is a fact. And that is not a hyperbole. That is not something I'm just making up. It is a fact. She plays like this, we can legitimately beat anyone. I've said before that I didn't want to shoot no three-pointers. I can't even say that no more. I can't utter those words anymore about Madina and three-pointers. I can't say that no more because this is the deal. She was 3 for 3 for the three-point line. Who does that? Who, on what universe did we ever think that we'll be saying that Madina would be 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and it ain't just, and it looks pretty. It legitimately looks pretty. She played outstanding basketball today. Unbelievable. Had the highest efficiency on the basketball team with 23. 23 efficiency in 22 minutes. This is the deal. If you can be that efficient and play that well and have that efficiency, 17 points, she wasn't great. I mean, I shouldn't say or wasn't great. She was 6 for 14 from the field. It was a couple of bunnies that she missed, but she was 3 for 3 from the three-point line. She had 10 rebounds. She had 4 block shots. She was unbelievable. And probably one of the best stats that I could talk about is her being turnover-less. She had 0 turnovers in this basketball game. She was outstanding for the South Carolina women's basketball team today. Unbelievable. Shout out to Madina. Player of the week, player of the month. I'm just so excited by her. Because when she wasn't starting no more and she didn't look like the player who we thought she was going to be, it was a lot of conversations that was being said. It was some of those conversations happening when I was saying some of that stuff. But this, what? Dawn is trying to get her to stay another year, petitioning the NCAA, give her extra year, trying to say that the couple years in Kenya didn't count. I'm letting you know right now, Madina going to the W. Her stock is rising so fast because if she legitimately continues the trend that she's on right now, playing only 5.5 years of basketball, her potential is straight up limitless. Limitless. Now, make no mistake about it. If Madina was to come back to South Carolina, NCAA was to say, okay, you can play another year and come back, but you're going to have every basketball team out of 362 basketball teams in the country saying, oh, hell no, she got to go. Nope, we don't need that. Because if she comes back to South Carolina next year with the squad that Carolina has next year, with Chloe coming back, Joyce coming back, Tessa being better, I mean, come on. Go give us the championship right now. What? She is special. And tonight or this afternoon, because it's still early, I don't like these 12 o'clock games. I don't like them. I'm not a fan of them, not at all. It's not you got people still in church. You got people still waking up. You got all those different things, but not Colonial Life Arena. You got 18,000 strong out there. Strong. Wow. I didn't think that we was going to blow Ole Miss out like this right here. Madina was amazing. You know who a player, because this is the thing, this thing. Cheers again. So much conversation. Did y'all watch Game Day? They did a great job with Game Day today. I ain't really going to complain too much. They did a great job. Not, I had my complaints last time, but today they did very well in terms of the Visionettes, and then did the interviews. They led off with Dawn, the interview and Dawn doing her Dawn thing, and then they came in with Coty McMahon, and she did the interview, and Coty McMahon getting so much love from the media, and she's a really good basketball player. But here's the deal. Coty is the definition of a volume shooter, okay? She is Ole Miss's offense. She averaged about 20 attempts per basketball game. And when she's not doing well, Ole Miss basketball team is not doing well. The commentators keep saying, Coach Yo, moved her to the point guard position. Okay, let's be real. She's not a point guard, okay? She never will be a point guard. What happened today is Coty McMahon went against the point guard, okay? Let's be real. Raven Johnson is the point guard in the SEC. There are some like her, but there's no one like that is as good as her. Raven Johnson today solidified on February the 22nd, 2026, that she is the best perimeter defender in the country. Make no mistake about it. And here's the reason why. If you say, and this is most of the media saying that Coty McMahon is an All-American. She was averaging 20.7 points per basketball game coming into this game. She is a bucket getter. She lit up Tennessee. She did all these great things. Raven Johnson shut her down. It wasn't even close. Raven Johnson proved that there are levels to this. You are a good offensive player. Raven Johnson is a elite defender. Cody McMahon could not do anything with Raven today. And when Raven went to the bench, Maddy guarded her. You are not going to tell me that she is an elite scorer when she couldn't get around Raven or Maddy at all in this basketball game. Now, some folks are going to say, oh, she was tired. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. If you tired, you tired. Take a break. You playing 30 straight minutes, 3 straight quarters. First quarter, you went tired. Raven was straight D'ing her up. Raven Johnson in this basketball game, guarding Cody McMahon, had a defensive rating of 75.9. That was Hollywood Raven Johnson, who proved once again that she is the best perimeter defender in the country. And it's not even all about the steals. She had, some steals in this basketball game. She did. She had 3 steals in this basketball game. But that's not even what I'm saying, because you had a lot of defenders in the country who can get a bunch of steals. But it's more than just getting a steal in the basketball game. It's shutting you down, not letting you cut a corner, not letting you drive to the basket. That's a big thing with Cody McMahon. She drives to the basket and she gets fouled and she goes to the foul line. That was non-existent in this basketball game. She averaged close to 9 free throw attempts per basketball game. Not today. Not today whatsoever. She played horrifically bad for Ole Miss today. Matter of fact, middle of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, she did not even want to score. She didn't even look to score. Now I'm gonna pass the ball out. I'm gonna pass the ball off, right? Because I'm already 0 for 8. I might go 0 for 10. I might go 0 for 15. She averaged 20 attempts per basketball game, and she only took 9. Only took 9 attempts in this basketball game. But you look at the assists, she has 6 assists because they talk about, oh, she's the point guard. No, she's not the point guard. Stop. She's no damn point guard. She is a shooter, and you need her to shoot the basketball. And if you're not shooting the basketball, when you shoot legitimately, a third of your team shots every single game, and you don't do that in this particular basketball game, you have players like Thompson shooting 19 shots. She ain't got no damn business taking no 19 shots in no basketball game. 3 for 19, 3 from 11 from the 3-point line. 19 shots should have went to Cody McMahon. They ain't got no business doing that mess. She had an efficiency today of 2 in 32 minutes. Had an offensive rating today. Just terrible. I don't know why. If for all the love that she was getting before the game, give Raven the same love on the defensive end by shutting her down. This was a tremendous effort by Raven, notching another seatbelt game. Her and her man, Nick Emenwari, come on. They shut people down. That's what they do. This is so crazy. Give the same love. Just keep it equal. Offense looks great, but defense, give me some good defense. And that's what Raven did today. It was just sensational. And did she have the greatest numbers today? Raven has some good numbers herself. She has good numbers. You're talking about, in terms of shooting the basketball, she wasn't great shooting the basketball today. She was 3 for 9, 33%, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. But she had 6 points. She had 7 assists. She had 1 turnover. That sounds pretty good to me. She had 3 rebounds. She had 3 steals. Hella defense today in 26 minutes of play. She played, just spectacular. How the kids say to do that thing like that? It's just so crazy. It's just amazing what she did. Shout out to Tania Latson, who's been, needed a solid game, in SEC play. As you still see her laboring somewhat with that knee brace. You still see it. In 20 minutes today, she had an efficiency of 21. All right. She had 13 points. She had 3 assists. She was 6 for 8 from the field, 75%, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds. She played great. 3 steals, 1 block. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Tania Latson reappeared for the South Carolina women's basketball game, and we're so happy to have her. It's just going to take a little time. for her to get back and be who she was before. The hands are quick as I don't know what. Defensively, she's still laboring a little bit. It's just what it is. I mean, y'all see that big old knee brace. Y'all see that it's going to take some time, but she played so well today. And then Joyce Edwards, Lord have mercy. Joyce Edwards just keep being Joyce. 28 minutes, 21 points, 1 assist, only 2 turnovers, 7-15 from the field, 47%. I mean, come on. 6 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal. Joyce, if you're saying right now who is the best player in the SEC, it's between 2 people. It's between Joyce Edwards and it's between Michaela Blakes. Those, it ain't Madison Booker. Stop it. Don't nobody ever say that mess to me. It ain't Madison Booker and it ain't Cody McMahon. The 2 best players is Joyce and Michaela Blakes. And I would give Joyce the edge because Joyce's team is better. If we're looking at because those are the metrics, those are the margins. And also, here's the deal too. Joyce is a much better defender than Michaela Blakes is as well. So I would give it to Joyce. And this is not me being, a huge fan of South Carolina. That's just the real. That's just the real with it. Let's go through a few questions. And thank you for watching and tuning in and having, it's an early day. Lots of great basketball on today. And it's just going to be a fun day as we break down this huge victory by the South Carolina women's basketball team. My man Chuck Bailey says, C-Dub, let the fams know. No one is like us. Let's go. You're right, brother. Thank you for commenting and can't wait to see you again. Holla at you, brother. Not 5 straight SEC regular season titles. 5 straight. It feels so good. It feels good for Tania Latson to get a ring. It feels good for Madina to get a ring. Obviously, the freshmen, just getting the first taste of it. But they know when they come into South Carolina, they will have every opportunity to get a ring. So they got one. Regular season ring, check. Jemima 61 GG, thank you for being a member as well. We played an all-around game today by everyone. 100% from the free throws. Big Mama said, I got you, Tessa. Yo, and thank you for the comment. I didn't even get into the free throws. Didn't even get to the free throws because South Carolina, like she said, 100% from the free throw line. 100%. This is a basketball team. We was talking so much early on in the season about you got to improve the free throws. Mind you, this team at one point was 246 in the country in free throw shooting. This team hits free throws well. Last year's basketball team was in the Dawn Staley era was the best free throw shooting basketball team. We shot 50. We was 50th in the country in shooting the free throws last season. This team is trending towards that level. All right, because in SEC play, we've been lights out shooting free throws. Free throws win games. Okay, free throws win games because when you in the margins. We in the margins. Now, I wouldn't have won the game today. We could have missed every single free throw, and it wouldn't have been close. We still would have won by 30. But, in a game where the games get tight and we need points, and the points are at a premium, those free throws mean so much. And our girls are hitting free throws at an amazing clip. MilDog7268, thank you for being a member. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you guys want to become a member, and I'll be doing all these videos and everything, and you want to get the videos first, because normally I do the videos well before they release. So if you want to get the videos early, just click on the button, become a member, and you get the videos early. You can chime in, and then also if you're a member, every time you are a member, if you are a member, I will definitely read out your comment, shout you out every single time. Promise you. Kaisha S. Madina was looking like Steph Curry out there. I love it. I don't even know what to say. It looks good. The shot looks really good. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, y'all. There are a lot of great basketball teams out there. There are only a few elite basketball teams. We can count them. The elite basketball teams are South Carolina, UConn, UCLA, Texas, LSU. Those are the elite basketball teams. 5 of them. It ain't Michigan. It ain't Vanderbilt. It ain't. Those are the 5 elite basketball teams, in my humble opinion. South Carolina right now is playing the best basketball in the country. It ain't UConn. UConn ain't played a real basketball team since December. Okay? December. So, yeah, oh, Cap, they played Tennessee. Have you seen Tennessee play? Last time we played Tennessee, we won by 43 points. Tennessee's head coach probably is getting fired at the end of the season. Tennessee is in disarray. The last time UConn played anybody of consequence was December. December. It is February the 22nd. So I'm not going to say that they are better than South Carolina at this point because they ain't played no damn body. UCLA playing in the Big Ten, terrific basketball team. Only lost one game, and that was versus Texas back in November. Horrific. Texas, y'all know how I feel about Texas. They are an elite basketball team. And LSU has one of the best rosters in the country. And I believe they are an elite basketball team. But right now, on February the 22nd, I believe the South Carolina women's basketball team is the best basketball team in the country, offensively and defensively. And with Madina is the cheat code to our basketball team. If we had a player like Madina on last year's team, we would have won the championship. I'm saying that right now. We would have won the chip. She is different, y'all. She is different. If we play UConn in the Final Four or the national championship game, with Madina playing the way she is playing, okay? Because I'm telling you, this is a script right now. If we was to play UConn in the Final Four, this was going to happen. Raven's going to guard AZ Fudd. AZ Fudd, terrific basketball player, be the number 1, number 2 overall pick in the WNBA draft. Raven ain't got to shut her down. She just got to slow her down. Here's the deal. There's no Paige Beckers on the other side. Okay? They got a really nice team, really good team with UConn. But KK Arnold is not Paige Beckers. You got to deal with Madina. You got to deal with the improved Joyce Edwards. You got to deal with Tanaya Latson. You got to deal with Tessa Johnson. I believe this team would beat UConn the way we are playing. This team is ridiculously good. I just got to say it. Brian SB8SN, the defense was incredible today. Madina was incredible today. My goodness, everyone scored. Everyone. Woo! It just looks so good. My brother, you're right. It just looks so good. And if you look at the stats, with Tanaya getting 13, Joyce had 21, Raven had 6, Maddy had 2. When Maddy scored that layup, I was like, yeah, that's how she used to do in PG County. That was it right there. That was Maddy. Now, sure, Maddy only took one shot. One shot today. She had 4 assists. 4 assists, 1 turnover. Good defense. Ayla had 3. Dauda. Shout out to Maryam Dauda for playing well in her 14 minutes of play today. 8 points. 5 rebounds. 3 block shots. 1 steal. Terrific game for her. Had efficiency of 17. Terrific. This basketball team is good, man. Randy offered. Madina putting in that work. Putting in that work for real. Mill Dog, captain, great overall performance. The starters at the bench produced today. I mean, you look at the bench, that's cool because you need, games like this when you win by 37 points, the bench needs to get some minutes and then productive in it. You had a guy who played 20 minutes. You had Alicia played 13, Maryam with 14, Ayla with 12, Maddy 22. It was just so much fun. And when the bench, producing points, so the bench combined with 10, 20, the bench played, pretty well overall. And you need that. Now we play, it's third next, and coming on Thursday, you got Missouri, and Missouri is terrible basketball team. It's senior night, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a different atmosphere. This is the last game for Ravens, so it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be something else. But we play Missouri, and then we finish up on Sunday versus Kentucky. Okay, so And that's at Kentucky. Finish the season strong, continuing these winning streaks, going into the tournament. We got a double bye in the SEC tournament, and just see where the cards, see where the chips lay. South Carolina's playing terrific basketball, and here's the deal too. It's just a few more days for Dale to get healthy. A few more days for Tanaya to continue to get better. A few more days for Agot to continue to get better too. Her thigh is still wrapped as well. Now she played, how many minutes? Agot played 20 minutes, had 6 points, 3 assists. It just continued to get better in the connectivity. Alicia, come on, bro. Alicia doing some things too. 6 points, 3 for 6 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 block shots. When you had that stretch where you had Alicia and you had Madina in at the same time, 6'7", 6'6". I mean, what can you do as an opponent? What do you do with that? So much fun to watch. Billionaire Boy Show, love the name. Billionaire Boy Show. I know he said he don't want to see Madina shoot from 3, but I don't know. I think she looks pretty comfortable. I can't even say it no more, bro. Can't say it no more. Here's the deal. I'm fine with it now. I am fine with it. I've seen enough data for her to shoot threes. I would not be opposed if she shoot 2 or 3 3-pointers on Thursday. I won't be opposed of it at all. She has a pretty shot. She's obviously been working on her game. And you see the results. You have to come out and guard her. That is such a problem now with teams. Because now they say, oh, damn, she can hit the 3 too. She hit the 3. Now this basketball team, South Carolina, going into this basketball game was was ranked 7th in the country in terms of 3-point shooting 38%. 38% overall. And in this basketball game, South Carolina shot 46% from 3. So that stat goes up. 6 for 13 from the 3-point line for the South Carolina women's basketball team, the 3-time national champions. Come on. You serious? Rebounding Ole Miss basketball team that rebounds the basketball well, 47-37. 46-37, should I say. We shot 49%, they shot 26%. I mean, Ole Miss shot 3 for 17 from 3. That's 18%. We only have 14 turnovers. We average 13 turnovers a basketball game. I said that we'll have between, 14 and 16 turnovers. We had 14. But we had 21 assists. That assist to turnover ratio is great. Those are the things you want. We had 25 bench points. 25. 44 points in the paint. Ole Miss had 24. It's just outstanding. 11 block shots. Ole Miss had 5. We had 11 steals. Ole Miss had 6. Like I mentioned before, we had 21 assists. They only had 6. Our offense looked amazing from start to finish. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Vader TM, F1M. Hey, your captain. What is up? What is up? How you doing? Don Russo, 100% for the free throw line. Facts. Georgia Gibson, 2006. Madina's on fire. On fire, y'all. Court Bentley, Big Mama, exclamation mark. Seatbelt gain on Cody. Only 2 points for 32 minutes of play. Great thrashing by the team this afternoon. I don't think Cody McMahon, and thank you for the comment, I don't think Cody McMahon has scored a field goal since the third quarter versus LSU. She is in a serious slump right now. She has ultra confidence, and she needs rest. And let's be real, she needs rest. But here's the deal, too. This is also an opportunity for Ole Miss to get a little bit more creative with their offense, because you're not going to go to the Elite Eight with having your true only player. Although I love me some Latasha Lattimore. Let's be real. I loved her before the game, even after the game. Now, she started out on fire, had 8 points, I want to say in the first quarter, and then was done, was it. Okay, I guess Don was like, nope, you ain't getting no more, because she didn't. She didn't, and had 4 turnovers. They got to work on some things. They really do got to work on some things. LP Sigma, three-time national champions. You got it. Hopefully, it'll be 4-time, and we celebrate in Phoenix, Arizona. Adam Ritter, we did it. Yes, we did, my brother. So I'm glad you can calm down, going to relax a little bit, and you can move on to Thursday. And then we play on Thursday. I don't see no texts. I don't see nothing on the Twitter talking about you worried. Any no things. I don't see no mess like that for you, brother. We're going to beat Missouri by 30 points. It's senior night. Everybody going to be great. Going to have a great time. Shot o'clock that night. It's going to be fun. Then we play Kentucky, and then we move on. Amy Yarborough, 47-97. Madina's playing so good at the perfect time. You're absolutely right. She's just ascending so quickly and doing things that you just love to see. You just love to see her playing well. We are Madina fans. We want her to play well, and we know that if she continues to play well, that bodes greatly for our basketball team, in the SEC tournament and in the NCAA tournament. She plays like she's playing. We legitimately can beat every basketball team in the country. You go with her playing the way she's playing, you go into these games saying that you got to beat us because we ain't going to beat ourselves. We ain't going to beat ourselves. This basketball team, the way it's currently constructed, and you go through those injuries. You go through those injuries like we've had. And it's been an injury-filled season for South Carolina. And it's much different than what we've had before in terms of injuries because it might be one. We've had several injuries. And then some of these injuries were the same injuries, to the same players. So you have Tanaya, being in and out of the lineup. You have Agot being in and out of the lineup. Adele being in and out of the lineup. Maddy missing time, being in and out of the lineup. It's been, an ongoing situation. You had Chloe being injured before the season even began. So it's been an injury-plagued season. We're still number 3 in the AP poll. You're number 3 in the net ranking, all those great things. And I believe we're playing the best basketball in the country right now. But, as teams, we are like ascending. So we have the peak. We're still getting better and better and better. And the injury bug is going to hit some other teams too. That's the way things happen with the injuries. It hit us, I want to say earlier, but other teams are going to get a little something. Other teams are going to get nicked up, from time to time. And I'm just glad that we worked through those things. And it gave players like Ayla McDowell to ability to shine and show why she was a 5-star recruit. Show why she was a McDonald's All-American, top 15 player in the country. It gave her the opportunity. Now, I got who was doing so well and was doing great, and then the injuries and stuff popped up here and there. But when you can see when she's in the basketball game, you can see the length that she has. You can see the versatility that she has. You see her ability to score the basketball. You can see her ability to score, to guard multiple positions. You see all those different things with her. She's such a terrific player. And I'm glad that announcers say, oh, yeah, South Carolina's got some great freshmen as well. Because our freshmen does not get the love that these other freshmen are getting, who's averaging 30 minutes, 33 minutes, 34 minutes. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because our girls only average about 14, 15 minutes, a freshman time. But that is a trend for South Carolina women's basketball. Most of the freshmen that join this basketball team, that is normally what they average because the players ahead of them are so much better. So those players are going to be elite players because I would say in 2 years, elite basketball players. So the freshmen that again they love right now, that's cool, that's great, but I love my freshmen, and they're going to be sensational when it's time to be sensational. What year is this? It's this year, 2026, 2028, we're going to have a conversation talking about Agot Makeer being in the conversation of one of the best SEC players. And I'm not mad at that. Ayla McDowell, I'm same difference. Though you can see the spots, you can see the growth. You can see Ayla McDowell is a bucket getter. She can shoot the 3 very well. She does great things. If you put Ayla McDowell and Agot Makeer on some of these mid-level basketball teams and some of these freshmen getting all these love, they'll be putting up the same numbers. Trust and believe, because I saw them do it in high school. It's a reason why Agot Makeer was number 5 ranked player in the country. If she is a bucket getter. Come on, y'all. Come on. This team is so good and so, just makes me happy. Makes me happy. Overjoyed. Brian SB 8 SNBs are going to tap it out. I have a lot to cover. Madina from now on. They got to cover from the 3. You cannot sag on her. I never thought I'd have this conversation in my life. You can't sag on Madina from the 3-point line. That would be a conversation I would have, talk about Alicia, shooting it, and Alicia can shoot the ball. Can we say that, The future is so bright for this basketball team. She has a very nice jumper that looks so pure. So pure. But I thought I'd be saying that about her. You can't sag. I never thought I'd be saying like, oh, you can't sag off Madina. You pull the defender up because now you got to guard at 3. You get more room for Joyce Edwards. Like, it's a cheat code, bro. It is a cheat code. Now, South Carolina got something different. And we ain't ever had a 6'6" player who can shoot the 3. And it looked pretty. We got 2 of them, 6'6" and 6'7", who can shoot the 3. I don't know what to say. I am perplexed. I am tripping. I don't even know what to say. This is a basketball team that is hitting on all cylinders right now. Madina is trending towards being a top 3 center in the country. I didn't think that was going to happen. Didn't think it was going to happen, especially when she got benched. I didn't think that was going to happen. She has been playing outstanding. Is she first team all SEC now? Can we say that? Can we say that Madina is first team all SEC after the last 5-6 performances in SEC play? Has she risen to that level? Bro, I don't even know. This is so amazing. It's just so amazing. Let's go through a few more. And we're going to close this thing out. Brian, SB8SN, thank you for the tip, my brother. Thank you. And your comment is, we are beating UConn. I say right now, with all certainty in my heart and Captain Will's heart, that South Carolina is the best basketball team in the country right now. I don't know if we'll be the best basketball team in the country tomorrow or Wednesday or Friday, but right now, South Carolina is the best team because we are blowing out ranked teams. It's different when you blowing out mid-level basketball teams like UConn has been doing over the past 2 months, because the Big East sucks. The Big East is horrible, disgustingly bad. But when you blowing out top 15, top 10 basketball teams, you're doing something different. And Carolina's doing that on a regular basis. Patina Waldo, thank you for being a member. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Madina is it. ... Nothing else need to be said. Yes, Madina is it. Kelly Brown, thank you for being a member too. We're playing so fantastic as a team. Cheers, Captain. Cheers, Kelly. It's so refreshing. So refreshing to see. And you want, this is what you want to see, right? This is, we are obviously Gamecock fans, and we are our level is different. Our level is different, and our standard is so high. And I've said before that we probably the most spoiled fans because we used to winning so much, and we get sad when we lose. It changes your day. It really does. It changes your outcome in life when we lose a basketball game. It's like, oh damn, South Carolina lost, and it don't feel good at all. But this team, when we are playing so well, and we play so well, because you can. Real talk, we've lost 2 basketball games, but you can make the case that we could have been undefeated right now. I was at the game in Vegas when we lost against Texas. We should have beat Texas. And that's, a lot of teams are, we should have beat that team. We should have beat Texas. We had Texas beat. Roy Harmon made a play, and they won the basketball game. But we were beating Texas, a nice portion of that basketball game. The game, Oklahoma. We played terrible. We played terrible versus Oklahoma and still had a chance to win at the end of the game. Raven would have took the shot. I believe it would have went in. We'd have won the basketball game, and we've been undefeated. You know, it sounds crazy. It really does sound crazy. And then especially, you know, coming into this basketball game, we had a top 10 strength of schedule. Top 10 strength of schedule out of 363 basketball teams. This was the year supposedly where Dawn Staley didn't schedule as tough as before. Damn, we got a top 10 schedule. You know what UConn had coming into this basketball day today? 37th, 38th. This team is different. It is different. Mary Benson, Big Mama, love it. Facts. It's so crazy. Where are we? Who are we watching? Who are we? My wife and I were looking like, yo, what are we watching? She is different. She's different. And so much fun. LP Sigma 3. Funky Cold Madina. I know a lot of old heads watching right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some Funky Cold Madina. And that's exactly what it is. So crazy. Madina coming back. Give Tournebize more time to develop. If she comes back, that is true. If she comes back. I can fantasize. If she comes back, Chloe comes back. Well, Chloe's coming back. So that's not even a fantasy. She's coming back. Joyce, Kelsey Andrews in the post. Woo! ECC 587, 586. Latson defense is amazing. I know for a fact she's gonna get a steal. Her hands are so fast. Her hand-eye coordination is straight up legit. You can see literally her baiting the player, and they fall for it almost every time. It's so much fun. So amazing to see. Michelle Calhoun, Ole Miss was tired captain. Raven is the general, period. Ole Miss was very tired. They were. I mean, it's tough. They played Thursday. I mean, they had 5, I think it's 5 games in 10 days. That's an insane amount of games in a 10-day period. And here's the deal, too. They play their players a lot of minutes. They do. Cody McMahon played all of the first quarter, played all of the second quarter, played all of the third quarter. You can't do that. We don't do that. And I'm not saying that every coach should coach like how Dawn Staley coaches, but if you've played that many games and you can't play that many minutes, the problem is Ole Miss is not as deep. So the rationale is I got to play my best player, one of the best players in the country, as many minutes as possible. But when you play that many minutes, she can't get around. She had no chance versus Raven. No chance at all. And then on the defensive end, you can't give the same effort. Can't get the same effort. This is why I have a problem with our girls. That's why it was so big. It was so big when Maddy was down. Because when Maddy is down, that means Raven got to play 35, 36, 37 minutes. You know, when a guy is down, you're going to play Tessa a large portion of the game. Tanaya, when she's down, you playing those players so many minutes. So something have to give. And normally what ends up happening is you give up on the defensive end, you know. But when you have Maddy and now you got both of those players in, and both of those players now in the rotation, they're going to play 20 plus minutes each. So now you don't have to play our big 3 guards that many minutes. When you pull, the dope thing about the situation with Raven, is that, hey, I can give my best effort on defense. I don't have to score as much because in a game like today, my job was to shut down Cody McMahon. And that's legitimately what she did because you got Tanaya Latson who could score. You got these other players who could score. Tessa didn't have a lot of points today, but you still win by damn near 40 points because South Carolina is a basketball team of multiple stars, not just a star. Think about that. Multiple. One player ain't doing well, bet, cool. Somebody else to do well. Oh, we got 2 players that ain't playing well. Okay, bet. We got a couple other players who are going to play great. Multiple players can fill up the stat sheet. That's South Carolina. A lot of the basketball teams can't do that. If Michaela Blakes doesn't play well, Vanderbilt loses. If Cody McMahon doesn't play well, Ole Miss gets blown out. Carolina, Joyce ain't played well. We still win by 25 points because in that game that Joyce don't play well, Raven gonna play well. Tania gonna play well. Tessa gonna play well. Madina's gonna play well. Man, this team is so dope. Vader, TM, F1M, SC is playing lights out ball. I want it all to come together when they play at UConn. You know I want me some get back. I want my lick back. Oh, man. I was there in Tampa. I saw the celebration. I still got some confetti in my pocket from that game. I had a great time. Me and Wifey Will had a ball in Tampa. Tampa showed us so much love. I'm sure Phoenix is going to do the same. But we couldn't beat UConn last year. We couldn't. UConn beat us twice. Blew us out 2 times last season. Last year's team was not as good as this year's team. Can we say that unequivocally right now? Last year's basketball team and this team, this year's offense, okay, look at it from this aspect right here. The folks in my cap, what the hell are you talking about? Listening to me. Look into my eyes right now. This year's offensive rating is better than last year's team. This year's defensive rating is much better than last year's team. This team's defense, total rebounding percentage is much better than last year's team. Coming to this basketball game, last year's team, 17th in total rebounding percentage. This year's team, 11th. Can you say Madina? Last year's defense had some holes. This year's defense is outstanding. From 1 to 5, our starting lineup with Raven, Tania, Tessa, Joyce, Madina is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I've said this before. I will put out starting 5 against any starting 5 in the country. Any of them. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. This team is special. S. Crocker 23, Raven Johnson in all capital letters. Defensively, lit Cody up. Reminiscent of, y'all remember we played North Carolina in the tournament? Deja Kelly was seeing ghosts. Raven Johnson shut her down. And the same thing happened today. Gregory Bonds, 21-26, South Carolina will be hard to beat in the tournament. Too many perimeter defenders. South Carolina can really lock it down. Don has them focused on one string. You are right, my brother. You are right. We have so many defenders now. And the defenders are long arms and can move their feet. Her long arms and Raven, her long arms, she don't get the credit, with her length, her wingspan. It's so awesome. Adam Ritter said no complaints here today. Thank you. Sweet Onyx. Captain, do you have 2 different YouTube channels now? Yes, I have two different YouTube channels now. Obviously, I got this one, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, and then I have Ballin with Captain Will, which I started about a month and a half ago, so I can talk all SEC women's basketball because I like talking about all ball, just all of them. I do. So it gives me another outlet to talk about Kentucky and Vanderbilt and Texas and LSU and all that stuff. So that channel is continuing to grow. So yeah, if you want to hear about other teams, definitely hit up, Ballin with Captain Will. And I'm probably gonna be talking about, some of the games that's going on today, later today as well on that channel. But you still gonna get your Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will every single day. So that is the crutch of it. Arnold Northfleet 1140. McDowell and McKeer's blessings came from full Wiley transferring. Ooh, say less. Rafe, 14, South Carolina depth is not even what it could be yet, and it's still exceptional. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And it's something, man. 1174 AP. Thank you for being a member. What is happening with Adhel Tac? She's still nursing an injury. She still got a boot. It's taking longer to heal. That's it in a nutshell. It's still taking time. She's like day to day, really. Don't expect to see Adhel on Thursday. I wouldn't expect to see her on Thursday. Probably the SEC tournament. That would be my guess where you'll see Adhel Tac again in the SEC tournament. And yeah, you need another body, another big body, to rebound and get some, a couple of block shots and things like that. And hopefully she'll be back soon. Big City for Life, W81. What's good, Captain? Raven is the truth. Also, I think it should be mandatory if you're in the top 35, you should play at least 7 ranked opponents during your non-conference play. Bam. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. There is no excuse for playing inferior competition. How about they do this right here? For teams, and I agree with you saying, for teams that their conference is bad, and I'm talking specifically about UConn. Your conference is terrible. So I wouldn't be opposed if UConn played their conference games in November, December, and then play on the back end, play tough games. So you flip it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ain't tuning in to see UConn play their damn conference. Nobody don't want to see that mess. But if you flip, because UConn going to play some tough teams in non-conference, but if you put those non-conference games in January and February, to make it almost like a de facto conference. Like next year, they playing Vanderbilt. And then South Carolina's back on their roster. You know what I'm saying? Put that stuff in February. Play these bum-ass schools that they play in the Big East in November and December. That's the true non-conference because the schedule's so terrible. Every year they're going 16-0 in their conference. Their conference suck. I don't want to see UConn play and beat everybody in about 40 points because their conference is so bad. But you put South Carolina in the conference, the same thing. You put Texas, the same thing. LSU, the same thing. Vanderbilt, the same thing. Because they so freaking terrible. But that's what it is. And they won't play anybody into the Sweet 16. They ain't going to play nobody in the first game, nor the second game. The first 2 games will be in Connecticut, and then they'll play somebody who's pretty good in the Sweet 16. I mean, South Carolina playing 2 top 20 basketball teams in a week. Man, you can miss me in all that mess. That's why I say South Carolina the best basketball team in the country, and I'm going to continue to say that. With that being said, this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring that gospel Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will.